You walk into a room. You notice who's watching. You smile, not because you feel like it, but because you think you should. You listen, but not fully, because your mind is half focused on what to say next, to keep the conversation going. You laugh at the right time, nod at the right time, mirror people's tone, adjust your language, censor your truth. You don't even notice you're doing it. It's automatic now. It's your identity. You're the likable one, the agreeable one, the one who never offends, the one who fits in, plays nice, and makes everyone feel good. But when you leave that room, you feel tired, you feel empty, you feel fake. And you wonder, why do people seem to like me but not respect me? Why am I welcome but not truly valued? Why do I have so many connections but so few that feel real? Here's why. Because you've confused being liked with being seen. You've confused approval with alignment. You've confused acceptance with authority. And in the process, you've slowly sold the one thing that makes a man powerful, his inner center. Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But you've traded that privilege for something cheaper. Social safety, approval, applause, belonging, and the tragedy. You probably didn't even know it, because you were taught to be good. You were trained to be agreeable. You were rewarded for being easy to be around. But no one told you that trying to be liked by everyone is the fastest way to be respected by no one. You see, people don't respect those who seek approval. They may like you, they may smile, they may invite you, but they don't trust you. Because something in your energy says, "I'll abandon myself to avoid conflict." And if you abandon yourself, how can anyone else trust you to stand for anything? This is not about being rude. It's not about being arrogant. It's not about being dominant. It's about being whole, about being rooted in your values, your truth, your self-respect, even when that makes you less likable, especially when it does. Let's go deeper. Jung taught that the persona, the social mask we wear, is necessary. We all need it to navigate society. But when you forget it's a mask, when you mistake your persona for your identity, you begin to live for external reflection. You shapeshift to please. You self-censor. You suppress your shadow, the raw, real, unsanitized parts of you, because you fear rejection more than disconnection. But here's the paradox. The more you suppress, the more you leak. The more you perform, the more people sense something inauthentic. And deep down, you know it. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you lose power. Every time you laugh at something you don't agree with, you fracture a piece of yourself. Every time you hold back a truth to protect someone's comfort, you teach your body that your voice is dangerous. And over time, you stop trusting yourself. You lose your edge. Your presence weakens. And you wake up one day wondering where your fire went. But it didn't vanish. You gave it away piece by piece for a currency that doesn't buy real connection approval. So how do you reclaim it? First, let's call out the lie. Being liked is not the same as being respected. People may like your personality, but they respect your boundaries. People may like your stories, but they respect your silence. People may like your compliments, but they respect your standards. People may like how easy you are, but they respect how honest you are. And honesty, not performance, is the foundation of presence. When you stop needing approval, your energy changes. You move slower. You speak less. You listen more. You interrupt less. You apologize less for existing. You don't need to fill every silence. You don't need to fix every awkward moment. You become okay with not being understood. You become okay with not being liked. Because you realize your job is not to be everyone's favorite. Your job is to be your own source of truth. Let's make this real. How does approval seeking show up? You over-explain your decisions. You ask for permission instead of stating intention. You dress for others. You avoid conflict even when something feels wrong. You use humor to deflect. You compliment to receive validation. You avoid deep topics to keep things light. You say what people want to hear. You avoid saying what you need to say. And how does letting go of that look? You say less, but mean more. You speak truth even when it shakes the room. You leave when something dishonors your integrity. You show up for conversations without needing to be right. You let people misunderstand you and walk away without chasing them. You sit in silence because you no longer fear your own presence. This isn't theoretical. This is energetic. People feel the difference between someone who wants to be liked and someone who's okay being misunderstood. The first one is magnetic only in a moment. The second becomes unforgettable. Because the second holds authority. Not the kind that dominates, the kind that doesn't move when challenged. That's the kind of man people trust, follow, listen to. Now let's apply this. Here's your practice. For the next 3 days, every time you notice the urge to be liked, pause. Ask yourself, if I didn't care about approval right now, what would I say, do, or choose? Then act from that place. Slowly, honestly. Watch how your body feels. At first, it'll be terrifying. You'll feel guilt. You'll feel exposed. That's not weakness. That's the detox. The detox from years of conditioning. From being taught that love equals approval, that presence equals performance, that safety equals silence. You are undoing that now. Another practice at the end of each day: journal the moments where you betrayed yourself for approval. Write it down. No shame. Just awareness. Awareness is the first layer of strength. Then write one moment where you stood your ground, where you said what you meant, where you didn't fold, where you didn't chase. Celebrate that. Anchor it. That's the foundation of the self-respecting man. Let me be blunt. The world doesn't need more likable men. The world needs more real men. Men who don't perform. Men who speak from the gut. Men who walk away when the cost is self-betrayal. Men who can hold discomfort without needing to fix it. Men who can look you in the eye and say, "This is where I stand," and not blink, because that's what makes people feel safe. Not agreement. Alignment. When you stop needing people to like you, something incredible happens. You stop editing yourself. You stop softening your truth. You stop pretending to be busy to seem important. You stop answering questions with what's expected. You just exist. Fully. Authentically. Unapologetically. And you know what? Some people will walk away. Let them. Because those who leave when you stop performing were never with you. They were with your mask. But others will stay. And those people, they're your people. They'll trust you, respect you, and meet you, not because you made them comfortable, but because you made them feel something true. So from now on, walk into rooms with this energy. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be real. Let people feel that, and watch what shifts. What's one moment from the last week where you said, did, or avoided something just to be liked? And how would you rewrite that moment if you were operating from self-respect? Instead, share your story in the comments. This is how we unlearn performance and relearn presence. See you in video 9. But don't bring your mask. Bring your truth.